Hello children, welcome to the next class of practical chemistry. So today this would be experiment number 4. This is experiment number 4, right? And it is identification of carbon dioxide gas. So since you are doing it, you don't have stored carbon dioxide, so we'll first prepare carbon dioxide and then we'll be testing its properties. Now again we have done all this in which chapter? Chemical changes and reactions. Now there you have studied thermal decomposition of carbonates, right? So in thermal decomposition of carbonates, sodium and potassium carbonate do not decompose on heating. Remember the first two categories. See children, if the previous portion is not done, whatever subsequent work we do, it gets little, it is difficult to understand. So always prepare whatever we have done till now and do that chapter, chemical changes and reactions, properly. So now, then we have calcium to copper carbonate, magnesium carbonate, aluminum carbonate and all. So I am taking today copper carbonate to show you preparation of carbon dioxide. Now copper salts are usually colored and copper carbonate is pale green in color, right? So this is the green color of copper carbonate. So I'll take it in a test tube, dry test tube, and with the help of spatula, I'll take it in that. So this is copper carbonate and I'll be heating it. So when we heat it, we have to arrange for the test tube, and this is the spirit lamp, the burner there, right? The burner spirit lamp there. Okay. Now, I also need what? As usual, moist red and blue litmus paper. So I am taking moist red and blue litmus paper to be ready. Do you know what is the nature of carbon dioxide gas? Is it neutral or acidic or basic? Acidic gas, right? I have got litmus paper strips, red and blue, moist red and blue litmus paper, okay? And I also need splinter because I have to show whether it is combustible or non-combustible or non-supporter of combustion. So a splinter is also there. Then the conformity test of that, which is lime water turning milky. So all these things I am ready with. So I am starting with copper carbonate and I'll be heating it. Now when it decomposes, actually copper carbonate changes color. So right, let's see. Copper carbonate, see it starts to change black. Right, that means carbon dioxide, I'll move it so that carbon dioxide must be escaping. So I'll bring red and blue litmus paper near the gas and let's see what changes takes place, and I'm heating also side by side. Okay. This side by side I have heated it also. Let's see, does it change the color? It changes to red color. Now it is changing gradually to black. Now let's see, supporter of combustion or not. So I am taking a splinter and I am heating it. You can't see the burner. I hope little bit of burner you can see. So I am heating the gas here with the help of burner. Right, and this is a burning splinter I have to introduce and see whether it is extinguished or not. It is immediately extinguished. This confirms it is a non-supporter of combustion. Now what is the last test? That is a conformity test. Not conformatory, I would not say it is conformity test. There are a lot of tests to be done in carbon dioxide because part of it, one part, this is lime water which I have taken. This is lime water and this is the passing tube which we use to put in the test tube and pass the gas through this, right? Put it in the test tube and I'll be passing the gas through this. So I'm heating it and the gas would pass. You should see what was the color change. Now see, you can see the bubbles. Initial bubbles would be of the gas, which is air which is there, but finally carbon dioxide would also pass And what do you think would be the change in color? You have done it many times, right? Lime water changes milky. It was clear lime water. Can you see the milkiness appearing? Can you see it is turning turbid? Can you see? Slight milkiness is there? Yes? So what is this? This is the test for carbon dioxide, that lime water turns milky, right? Now, there is one more gas which turns lime water milky, which is sulfur dioxide. Now, in sulfur dioxide, lime water will turn in the same way, exactly same way. But sulfur dioxide shows two tests which are not shown by carbon dioxide. So, we will confirm carbon dioxide gas by doing those tests and say, since these tests are not performed or not shown by this gas, the gas is confirmed to be carbon dioxide. So let's arrange for those two chemicals side by side. That would be potassium dichromate and potassium permanganate papers. So I will arrange some filter paper strips and I'll get potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, K2Cr27 and KMnO4. So this is potassium dichromate, and when we dip this filter paper, plain filter paper strip into that, it becomes potassium dichromate paper. So potassium dichromate paper is nothing special paper. It is a filter paper strip which is dipped in potassium dichromate. So it becomes potassium dichromate paper. Now carbon dioxide does not show any color change of this potassium dichromate. So when I bring near it, it's there, I continue to heat it. There's still some lot of carbon dioxide there. You will see there is no change in potassium dichromate, right? Similarly, we have the test for potassium permanganate. I'll just get it quickly for you all. KMnO4. So this is KMnO4 here. So I'll dip this plain filter paper strip in this KMnO4. So what it becomes? KMnO4 paper. So as I said, these papers are not special. These are simply, it is magenta. What is the color? Pink. In chemistry, it is lot of to do with colors and all in color changes. That becomes your observation. So bring it near the mouth of the test tube. Now this doesn't change to colorless. If it is SO2 gas, it changes it to colorless. So then the gas is sulfur dioxide. If the gas does not change it to colorless, the gas is carbon dioxide. What with the side-by-side test of lime water? Because lime water test is performed by both the gases. Both the gases turn lime water milky, and only sulfur dioxide changes this to green color. When we do sulfur dioxide, you will see that. And it changes this to colorless, but carbon dioxide does not change so. So this experiment confirms for carbon dioxide. Now I have written here, so you will be seeing this. So how we are doing it? So take small amount of, I have taken what? Copper carbonate in test tube and heat it gently. So take small amount of copper carbonate in test tube and heat. Green copper carbonate changes to black. So I have showed to you beta that it is changing to which color? Black color, right? It is changed to black. And the gas, colorless gas is a what? The gas may be CO2 because we will not write confirmed. Okay. So bring moist red and blue litmus paper near the mouth of test tube. That I showed, it changes to red color. It is acidic. Then introduce burning, see what I have written? Introduce burning splinter into the test tube. What are the words here? Introduce burning splinter into the test tube. Splinter gets extinguished. So what is your conclusion? Gas is non-supporter of combustion. The conclusion is gas is non-supporter of combustion. Now, further, what we did, children? We did the test. So now fourth point. Okay. Fourth, what we did, children? Pass the gas through what? Through lime water. Pass the gas through lime water. Lime water. Lime water turns milky. Lime water turns milky. Well, gas may be, still we are not sure, maybe CO2, because as I said, it is shown by SO2 gas also. Now comes the conformity test, number 5. Bring acidified, that means little acid is added, acidified KMNO4 paper near the gas. Bring acidified KMNO4 paper near the gas. No change. If there is change, it changes colorless. After this, that is SO2. No change observed. Very important, children, you will get in your exam. No change observed. Now we can say gas is confirmed. Confirmed to be CO2. Gas is confirmed to be CO2. Now, either this or the sixth one. For confirmation, we can write any one of these two. So the other one is bring again acidified what paper? K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate. K2Cr2O7 paper near the gas. Paper near the gas. As I am speaking, you can write. Right? So what is observed? Again, no change observed. You write the statement, no change observed. And what will you write here? Gas is confirmed to be CO2. Right? So this is what you do in this identification of carbon dioxide gas. Now, side by side, we can quickly do identification of sulfur dioxide gas, because almost the same tests are there for sulfur dioxide. The lime water test and all those tests are the same test. So let's do it quickly. Now, how? The reaction part. Here, for the reaction part, for the preparation of carbon dioxide reactions, I'll write here. You will be able to manage children. Number 1 reaction is copper carbonate on heating gives CuO plus CO2. Can you see it? No. Okay. So I'll write it somewhere here. So what is the first reaction? First reaction CuCO3 on heating gives CuO plus CO2. This is the gas. Then we don't have test for litmus. We don't have test reaction test. We have reaction for litmus. We don't have to write reaction for combustibility. Then after that you did lime water test. So number 4, carbon dioxide plus lime water, which is calcium hydroxide. It forms calcium carbonate. Now children, this calcium carbonate is white precipitate, but since so less of it is formed, it appears as a milky color. Then white carbonate plus water. Now this is just part of it. This is just part of it. Now to confirm, because if we continue to pass carbon dioxide, the milkiness disappears. This is milky. Now, if you continue to pass carbon dioxide, then milkiness disappears. Now that part I did not show, but it happens. We continue to pass carbon dioxide because I have taken the chemical that the carbon dioxide was escaping. So finally it would, if we continue to pass, milkiness disappears. It forms, it is clear again. You will write underneath clear again. Okay. Now let's balance it. Just check it, is it balanced or not? Yes, it is balanced. Now here let's check it whether it is balanced or not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 2. It is also balanced chemical reaction. And in these two, since no change is observed, that means no reaction is taking place. Right? So in the same way, for sulfur dioxide, when we do the test for sulfur dioxide, can we do the test for sulfur dioxide? We can give me anything like कोई भी sulfide, sodium sulfite दे दीजिए. All right, children. So you'll be writing carbon dioxide experiment in the same way, and for sulfur dioxide, we'll do on the next turn. We'll do for sulfur dioxide on the next term, right? So this experiment you write carefully in your lab manual. This would be experiment number 4, and put the date when it is uploaded. That date will be put up, and also maintain the index. Okay, children. So do it every time whenever I'm uploading the practical chemistry. Do it so that your work is done systematically. Reactions would be written on the plain side, and all these columns would be written. Don't write any abbreviations, don't write ditto sign, write full statements, everything. Maybe sometimes I put ditto sign, but when you are writing in your lab manual, because you are going to get marks on that, don't do all that. Write carefully, write systematically, neatly, draw margins, everything, present your work properly, because your external examiner is going to see that. Okay, so take care, complete your work.